Happy Little Dinos. Or are they really? Well, let's find out. So in this game you play as a little dinosaur, pretty much trying to evade every disaster this has. So in this game you play as a little dinosaur here, pretty much trying to evade every catastrophic thing that this world is throwing at you. And it's quite a lot, I'm not gonna lie. Now the players need to select a little dino first and take their board. Here you can see which dino you're portrayed as, and this here is kind of like the field that you are trying to make your way through. You also need to take your little dino here, because you will use this dino to move up on this board. At the start of the game, we need to sort these light cards for themselves and shuffle them. And players should get 5 cards on their hand from this deck. Then we also need to shuffle the catastrophic cards. These are the ones with a purple backside. Now, they are placed face down in the middle of the table for now. To start the game, we need to flip over the top disaster card and then read it out loud. You lay awake at night thinking about how much of a disappointment you are. Aww. The next step is for each player to choose one of these point cards to place face down in front of them. Now, if you don't have any point cards on your hand, well then you would need to discard the ones that you have, take up 5 new ones, and hopefully get some point cards. If you don't, well then you have to redo that process. But for now, each player chooses one card and places it face down in front of them. Once all players have done that, we reveal our cards simultaneously. When we have revealed all our cards, we need to compare them with each other, because the player that has the highest amount get to move their little meeple dino out on their escape track by that amount. Some of these cards only have the point value, but other cards actually have a little ability here at the bottom instead. As this pet rock here, for example, it has 0 points, but it actually has an ability that is quite good. Now, whoever has the lowest value on their card gets to use their ability first. If there should be a tie, whoever has the lowest value out on their escape route gets to use their effect first. If there is still a tie, well, the youngest player gets to use their effect first. Just be aware, because in the deck there are cards that can either add or lower the amount from the point cards, either from your own or from the other players. But underneath your little dinosaur's picture here, you actually also have some bonuses, like Nervous Rex here, for example. He would get +1 every time a Predator card is played out on the table, or -1 every time an emotional card is played. The player that had the lowest number gets to take the catastrophic card from the table itself and place it next to their player area. Now, at the end of each turn, you get to move your little meeple on the flight path here the same amount of steps as you have catastrophic cards next to your player board. So in this case here, this player had 1 card, so they could move 1 step. But if they had 10 cards, well, they could move 10 steps. Now, this world is horrible, we all know that, but how horrible is it? Well, it's actually 3 different categories of horrible. We have natural disasters, we have predator disasters, and in the middle here we have emotional disasters. But to top it all off, we also have meteors. Now, these count as any of the 3 other type of disasters. Whenever you get 3 of the same type of disaster, you are eliminated from the game. You can also end up in a situation where you actually have a tie on the points out on the board when you reveal them. But if this happens, you go into a sudden death, where you need to play some more cards. But I will let you figure out that all by yourself. So how do you win this game? Well, if your dinosaur is the first one to reach 50 on your little escape path here, well then you win the game. Or if you are the last dinosaur alive, congratulations, you have also won. But all your friends are dead. So this might look like a kid's game, right? Well, it's not. I mean, we have the artwork, we have all the fun little pictures here, but this is an adult game. I mean, these cards here are quite dark and quite brutal. So this here is really a game for adults that want to sit down, play a fast, easy game, and get through some rough emotions. Because we sit down and we joke about this and we think it's all funny. But this is actually true feeling. So when we sit down, play this game, have a good time, I think that a little part of us is actually trying to handle all of the things that we know we go through every day. There you have it, my friend. Happy Little Dinosaurs. An adventure game, an escape game, a therapy session, all in once. If you want to know more about this, well, check out the links down in the description and it will take you straight to this. If you like the video, share it with your grandma, like it, comment, whatever you want to do. But really, most importantly, my friend, remember to keep on talking about your deepest fears and thoughts with people because you're not alone. But also spreading that board gaming love I know you all have. Peace out.